Okay, Gary Balliet, quarter-century member of the PGA, and I'm with Quick Golf Fix. I'm here to do a review on the Orange Whip. I've been using this for some time, but just a little story. My brother-in-law introduced this to me, and he said, "Hey, I found this great teaching tool. You got to look at it." Of course, I've seen a lot of them, and so what I did is I grabbed a hold of it, and he was telling me about how it helped him with his tempo and it strengthened his muscles up. So I tried it, and I want to tell you something. I fell in love with it. You see that touring pros are using it now. You can actually put it in your golf bag, and you don't, as long as you don't use it, you don't have to take a penalty. You're not penalized. Anyways, what I did is I just started doing my homework on it, and what this does, it comes in different lengths. This is a 45.5 incher. You can get them a couple of sizes smaller, but it takes any golfer, whether you're a beginner or an advanced player, and it teaches you things that you really can't learn any other way. The first thing is, I'll tell you that tempo, timing, and rhythm are something that are critical. It's critical in golf. You know, when a tour player tends to go astray, sometimes it's not their golf swing, but it's their inability to find rhythm and slow their swing down. And you know, some of the people that have heavier swing weights, like Ernie Els, for example, his swing weights are all in the E1, E2 area. They're heavier, so it's like he's swinging some rendition of this, and it slows him down. You'll actually never see Ernie Els you know, swing real fast. So it gives you tempo, timing, and rhythm. It has great feel. The second thing it does is that if you swung this 50 times a day or 100 times a day, what's going to happen, it starts to build core strength and upper body strength. Not the type of strength that makes you bulky, but that elongation strength, then the speed strength. And the other thing that I think that is really important, and probably the reason that it sold me, is I work with, you know, I've given thousands of golf lessons in my career, and one of the things that happens, and I'll tell you a little story. I'm working with one of my students at the Golf Academy, and he's an over-the-topper. You know, most of the golfers I play with tend to come over the top and they slice the ball. And I said, "Hey, I got a teaching tool for you. I want you to try it." And what he did, he took the golf club and he tried to come over the top. Instead, the club, the orange ball fell to the inside, and he swung from inside to out. And he couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. So what I'm saying is this, is that this is if I try to go way inside and way out, you can't. This won't let you. If I try to go way out and try to come in or come across it, this will not let you. The Orange Whip, if you have any sort of decent fundamentals like grip, have some idea how to aim, and maybe have good posture, what's going to happen is if you just turn the club back, it kind of gets in this simple swing path, a simple slot, and it comes through, and it, in some respects, I think that it swings you. So again, I'll say one other thing about it, a couple of other things. Golf shaft performance, understanding a golf shaft. Very few people understand what a golf shaft does. As a matter of fact, when I take a golf club back, you'll see a thing called bending. A golf shaft bends during the swing itself when you're making a dynamic motion. So it bends. A golf shaft at impact, just before you contact it, bows. And the more bow it is, probably the weaker the shaft and the faster you're swinging. A third shaft characteristic is torsional twisting. When we come into a shot, the shaft twists depending on, you know, our need. And then the last thing it does, it droops. It actually goes downward. A golf club goes a little flatter. Well, we don't need to know that. But it's interesting, with a golf shaft, we really don't feel that. With this, you'll feel everything. So I would just tell you this. I highly recommend. This is a great tool, especially for those of you that, you know, have 5-6 day a week jobs. You don't get a chance to practice. I give this a 4.5 out of 5, and I highly recommend the Orange Whip. So, thank you for listening.